It's your girl Mo, and we're back today with a devotional session that I'm here to share with you all. So hop into the live, and we're gonna get started. And I'm gonna just take a little moment to be intentional and present and drink my juice because I'm staying consistent, you guys. I've been doing really good, and I came to give myself a little praise because I've been consistent with the juicing, I've been consistent with the gym, and I'm really seeing the results I want to see. But obviously, it's still staying consistent is about seeing all of the results that I want to see and hitting all the goals that I want. But today we are drinking the carrot, pineapple, and ginger juice, and I'll give you guys a second to hop into the live while I drink my juice. So let's hop into it. Today we're going to start with our tracking, as we always do with these devotional sessions. The month of April. The month of April, I've been tracking pretty well, staying consistent in the gym, making sure that I'm getting activity in. I'm excited about that. And I just love being able to share it with you guys because I want to encourage you. I want to empower you to, take control of the things that you can control, right? I think that is the simplest way to clear your mind and to lose a lot of anxiety and depression, because I think as humans, a lot of the times we focus on the things that we can't control. That makes us feel helpless and lost. But when you are able to track, right, or when you're able to be consistent in doing things that you can control and you can see work being done in your life, you become encouraged, you become empowered, you become inspired to continue to keep these disciplines, so that way you can continue feeling gratified by the things that you do, right? This isn't my locus of control. Me writing my activity down, me staying consistent in the gym, these are things that I can control, and they make me feel gratified for doing such. So ultimately, I love sharing this with you guys because I want to encourage you to do the same for you. I know that there's so many things going on in this world, and it can make you feel sad and distraught, but when you focus on the things that you are doing, the motion that you're putting in, and how you are tracking towards things of excellence, right? How you perform, how you're getting your energy out, and how you're writing your thoughts down, so that way you can clear your mind and you can be self-efficient by doing these things. So I definitely want to encourage this because that's a lot of where negative coping mechanisms come from, right? We depend on vices in order to deal with the stress of not being able to control what we see, right? So ultimately, in order to change and break that negative pattern of coping mechanisms, we can start tracking the things that we can control. And I do that by tracking my activity on the day-to-day basis. I've been getting a lot of steps in. Sunday, I went to Town Lake and I walked and I got 14,088 steps. So, I'm just excited about staying consistent, staying active, and really focusing on the things that I can control and being able to get gratification from that by seeing it and giving myself praise and encouraging myself to continue to stay consistent, right? So let's hop into the journal for what I'm seeing in my reality. So this one goes, God, you make a way out of no way. You bring dead bones back to life. Your will be done in my life, God. Whatever purpose, plan, destiny you have for me, I desire, even if it means letting go of the old version of myself. All can be sacrificed in the pursuit of your plan for me. And this is based off of what I'm seeing, a lot of the times, there's a lot of things that happen in our journey, and everyone's journey is different based off of your ability to grow, your ability to see what's going on in your life, and your ability to cope with it, or how you believe you have to move in order to overcome and learn from those lessons, right? So for me, I've been taking a lot of time to be self-aware about how I'm showing up, because I think a lot about our experience in this world is based off of how we show up in the world, right? And so many times it's brought me back to encouraging myself to, try again and giving things another chance and opening my heart up to seeing it in a different light and operating in a different place in those circumstances, whether that's a job, whether that's an opportunity, whether that's in friendships, right? And as I've done that, right, there's been things that have been challenging me, right? I've been challenging myself to raise my vibration, to get to that new level in my life, to sharpen myself. And of course, you know, there's people around, there's opportunities around, there are things that are going to be attracted to that old level of who you are. And ultimately, I'm letting go of those things. So in order to do so, I've set new boundaries, new expectations of myself, and these old attractions can come back into your life to see and test you, to see if this is really where you're going to admit from this point forward, right? And in order to know for sure that you are in the right place, you have to be tested. And so many times there's been new friendships and new opportunities and even new blessings in my life, but ultimately they are connected to an old level of who I am. So I had to gracefully be like, you know what, I'm gonna remove myself from those things because I don't desire them in this new level and this new frequency of life that I'm living on. I don't see, I don't accept, I don't receive, and I let them be, right? And that's a graceful way to, let things prune as you grow and as you evolve, right? So ultimately, this journaling is just letting myself know that God is in control. Yes, it seems like so many things are challenges that you continually perceive and continuously have to, deal with. And you have to deal with those with the new wisdom, with the new understanding, with the new perspective that this new level of attraction has given you, right? Because if you really learn your lesson and you really have had the ability to reflect, then you know that it's not always what the circumstance is. Sometimes it's what you admit in that circumstance is really the reason for the problem. And so today I'm challenging myself and I'm talking to God and I'm letting him know I believe in you, God. I know that everything that's happening right in this present moment is because of you, God, and I am allowing all of the old parts of me go. I'm letting go of my connection, my attachment to my old self, and I'm allowing myself to pursue forward in this new level, in this new attraction, in this new perspective, in this new worldview. And I'm allowing myself to allow what God has for me to come forth and my purpose to shine through, and I hope for the same for you as well. So let's hop into the devotional. And it's crazy because this devotional supports what I journal. So, and it's crazy because I journaled in my tracking before I journaled here. But I'm so excited that, things are aligning. It's like little itty bitty things like that that show you you're on the right path. And so today, the devotional I'm sharing with you all is called, I'm getting through here, Choices. Decision fatigue. It's a very real thing. We have so many choices to make on a daily basis, so many options. We have so much more information at our fingertips and so much more flexibility than any previous generation. But somehow it can all be paralyzing. What do we do with this much information, all this freedom? How do we choose the best option or make the wisest decision? How do we know which way to go when there's so many ways and so many options? Thankfully, we are not alone or on our own. God's people have always prayed for wisdom and direction, asking him to show them the way to navigate through any and all decisions, difficult questions, challenging circumstances, and God answers them all. He has helped them. He will answer you and help you. God, teach me the lessons for living so I can stay the course. Give me insight so I can do what you tell me. My whole life long, obedient response. Psalms 119:33. I will give you what you ask for. I will give you a wise and understanding heart. 1 Kings 3:12. I am guiding you in wisdom. I am leading you to do what's right. Proverbs 4:11. The Lord says, I will make you wise. I will show you where to go. I will guide you and watch over you. Psalm 32:8. And my devotional journal entry here is, God, guide me to make the right decision. I ask you to take the lead in my life and reduce my sinful ways. I desire to be a vessel that is used to manifest and demonstrate your will. Everything I desire, I know you want and have planned for me. If I trust you, if I listen to you, your words, if I open my heart to your love, and I do, I receive and believe in all the things you have in store for me. This devotional for me ultimately just highlights how many choices we make as humans on a day-to-day basis, and it makes us dependent on either our own logic or certain systems that we tune into, right? These are the way that a lot of logical people who are not connected to their spirituality make decisions, right? They take a look at the situation, they decide, hey, is this gonna work for me? Is this something that I want to do? Is this gonna serve me, right? But when you are aligning with God, you can let go of the need for systems, right? He will give you a discernment and intuition to know what the next step will be. And all of the choices will seem like, oh, those don't align with me at all. And then the choice that is right for you will present itself. So ultimately, with this devotional for me today, it's just showing me that God is really in the midst of my life. He's making synchronicities happening. He's making a lot of things align that I never thought would work out, because when I was putting my own will into making things work, it wasn't happening. But all God wants you to do is seek Him. All He wants you to do is to look to Him first, and He will truly make those opportunities, those doors open easier. He's like putting WD-40 on the cracks of the doors and the opportunities that are available to you when you seek Him first. When you look up and you're like, God, is this for me? I only want the things that you have for me. And ultimately, He will let you know by making those doors easy to open, right? If you've read and you've gotten deep into the Bible, you know that God, in the unpredictable times, in the impossible moments, God is always there, and He makes things easy to us when we seek Him first. So in this devotional today, I wanted to hop on here and let you know that yes, life is challenging, but if you allow yourself to align with God, you will have a renewed purpose. You will have ease, and all of the things that are meant for you will be attracted to you without your own force or needing a control over things, right? It's ultimately the locus of control is your discipline, your faithfulness to God, and He will allow the things that are meant for you to align with you. So truly dig into that, and ultimately have that in your heart, and listen to God by getting yourself into a place of quietness and ultimately seeking Him and praying and getting to know the God that is available to you. Because when I get to know my God, I get closer to Him, because every time He always shows up and shows out for me. And that's what we want as humans. We want people to support us. We want people to be there at any time. We want people in our life that are going to support us like how God supports us. So why not tap into God? Why not see and seek Him and get to know Him and let Him get to the vulnerable places in your heart, so that way you feel secure, you show up more confident, you show up in a place of knowing that everything that's meant for you is coming to you. You're not anxious, you're not depressed, you know that things are working for your good, because He wrote that. He gave us the Word, the Bible, so that all of the promises that He has for us, we can know, right? We can physically read. And so get yourself aligned with God, and I hope that this message today gave you some type of enlightenment, and I hope you're being the change that you want to see. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.